It is official. The 2024 Summer Olympic Games are now underway. The opening ceremony was a spectacle to behold as thousands of athletes traveled down the Seine River and witnessed the lighting of the Olympic torch. 206 countries will compete in the 32 sports in this year's program, which includes a few new Olympic sports. Here to tell us all about it, CBS Saturday Morning co-host and CBS News and sports correspondent Dana Jacobson. She is there in beautiful Paris. Dana, the shot behind you is insane. It is so beautiful. I mean, you're gorgeous too, but wow, an unforgettable opening event is what organizers were going for, putting it on the river. How would you rate that opening? Because you've seen a couple of them, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, and let me just say this. They call it the City of Light, right. So we had to have the light behind us. It's beautiful. Look, I think it was unforgettable in part for some of the right reasons and in part for reasons that organizers did not want. I have to start talking about the rain because it was ever present throughout. That's not what they wanted, obviously. People powered through it. There were times where we understand that folks in the crowd really uncomfortable with some of the rain. There were 300,000 spectators along the banks, and then you had all those athletes on the boat parade. But for those athletes who have waited to get here their entire lives, and for those who were in Tokyo and didn't have the crowds, I'm sure they would take the rain with it. Lady Gaga helped to kick things off with a pre-recorded performance in that rain. And then, you know, think about this. At the very end, we see Celine Dion singing after not performing live because of an illness that she's had. Lighting of the cauldron, to me, is always the one moment that I'm waiting for. And this is pretty spectacular if you haven't seen it yet. It's a hot air balloon. And basically, they lit the bottom of the hot air balloon, and then it went up into the sky. So instead of being like a grounded cauldron, it's up only the way I would say the French can. They have to take it to a different level. It's a tribute to the first ride in a hydrogen-filled gas balloon, which was done by two Frenchmen. So unforgettable, yes. Again, maybe not for all the right reasons, but certainly beautiful and certainly a spectacle.
I love the reaching deep into the annals of history for all of that. Dana, you're talking about the rain. I have to ask if that's going to continue to impact the Olympics.
Yeah, there is a lot of concern. We are supposed to get more rain tomorrow, and then it's supposed to start to clear up. I don't know if everybody's aware, though, that the Seine River, which has been very polluted, the idea at this Olympics was they wanted to have the marathon swimming and also the triathlon take place in there. They've been working incredibly hard to try to clean it up. The biggest problem is the levels of E. coli that they find in it. It gets worse every time it rains. The filtration system has a hard time working. The numbers we were told by a few reports were okay a few weeks ago. With this rain and rain tomorrow, we're going to have to wait and see. The first event that would take place, men's triathlon, is on Tuesday, so everyone will be watching.
All right, Dana, we only have a little bit of time left, but talk to me about what you're most excited about when it comes to these events.
Okay, I know you are too, Simone Biles. I mean, how can you not be after the last Olympics where, you know, I mean, the twisties and mental health reasons that she wasn't able to be in the games, and now to come back, she's going to have a unique uneven bar skill that she's putting forth. She already has them on all the other apparatuses. She's got the Biles 2 on the vault. I cannot wait to see her. I've been watching the Netflix doc. I'm in. I want to see what she does. She's incredible. I hope we see more like Rio. I know. And one more thing, breaking. It's at the end of the games. Men and women even split. They compete against each other. They don't know the music ahead of time. And by the way, if you're going, what's breaking? Breakdancing. But you call it breaking. Don't call it breakdancing. It's breaking. And it's just an incredible thing to see something that is so athletic and also art combined into one, to watch to see how the judges are going to judge this, for starters, and to see some of these athletes in a sport, dance, art form, however you want to call it, that's like 50 years old and started on the streets of New York and the playgrounds of New York. Absolutely love it. And by the way, I have to do it. We've got a story on the history of breaking that's coming up tomorrow on CBS Saturday Morning. So watch that if you want to.
I'm going to be watching.
Really
Dana Jacobson in Paris, thank you so much.